The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, and your two favorite presenters are here to keep you company on a beautiful Wednesday morning. You're watching Smell the Coffee with Dana Master and Aina Razakoya. How are you doing, sweetie?
I'm doing great, sweetie. How are you doing?
I am doing fantastic.
You have no complaints?
No complaints, apart from the fact that my mom said I look fat on camera, but you know, we move.
You know, TV does add a little bit of weight on us.
I heard it adds 10 pounds.
So it is just what it is.
It is just what it is. So
Yeah.
please, when you see us in the streets there, don't be surprised.
Yeah, people are always like shocked. Oh, you're so tiny. I'm like,
Yeah.
I am so tiny.
So this morning we woke up to some news about Michael Amushelelo.
Oh, that him and his wife,
wife,
Julita, are
yeah.
no longer a couple.
Yes, they have decided to end their marriage.
Amicably.
Yeah, amicably, yes. So they were asking for prayers as they go through this difficult time. It's just, I don't know, man. You know, I always say I suck at breakups and because like, I always think of all the history.
I'm going to miss them as a couple.
Yes!
I thoroughly enjoyed the display of love and affection and unity and loyalty that they had for one another.
The unity especially.
Yes, the unity especially. I mean, they were there for each other. And I think that was what has been showcased to us. And I think that renewed a lot of hope in a lot of us, you know, that, you know, we too can have, you know, healthy marriages, healthy relationships, and
And we know when to quit. We know,
and we know when to quit. This is also a story of strength, by the way.
Yes.
I think the biggest display of strength will always be knowing when to leave.
Yes.
Just know when to leave. And when you leave, you will find us on the other side. There is no judgment. Just live, do you, be happy, and life goes on, unfortunately.
I think choosing yourself is one of those things that we were always taught, oh no, it's conceited and whatnot. But as we get older and as times change, we actually realize, no, choosing yourself is the best thing that you could ever do.
For yourself.
For yourself.
Yes. And for those that you say you care and love.
And love,
Yeah.
exactly. So honestly speaking, yes, I understand that, you know, they say all good things eventually must come
That's
to an
the
end.
presenter's favorite line of all the time. And on that note, all good things must come to an end. We'll see you tomorrow.
Every
same
MC,
time,
or
same
even
place.
an MC, when an event ends, you know what they say, all good things must come to an end. But I think that's one of those things whereby, like you're saying, just knowing when to leave. And the fact that they even posted, they didn't wait for people to speculate or whatnot. They just decided, you know what, before people start getting nosy and speculating and what, because then, you know how it is with speculations is, oh, they broke up because so-and-so cheated or because what. Most of the time, it's not even that. Most of the times, it's just
people just grow apart, and that's
people
fine.
just grow apart, and that's totally fine.
And
does it hurt us as those looking in sometimes? Because we're like,
yeah, because we're
such a
invested
beautiful
in this
couple.
relationship.
Yes.
And I want to give them credit for, you know, letting us know that they are no longer together, because they've introduced themselves to us as a couple. I think it's only right that they then came back to us and say, colleagues, we have to love and live each other. And I appreciate that so much. I think a lot of celebrities and influencers who tell us about their about their relationships on social media can take a page out of this book. That's well done. That's well done.
Oh, but the picture that they posted with it broke my heart, because I'm like, no, you guys were so beautiful. But you know what? We do respect their decisions, and we do wish both of them, you know, strength, love, and we send them
and
prayers
and
success as they go through this new phase and this new chapter of their lives. On that note, we'll be right back after the short break with more top stories.
Neo Paints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neo Paints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neo Paints, we always stay true to our country, We are as Namibian as you.
Now, starting off our top stories, Kamala Harris's airbrushed photo on Vogue cover has been panned by critics. Holy Photoshop Batman. Kamala Harris's cover shoot for Vogue is drawing chatter online as critics note that the image of the Democratic presidential nominee appears to be heavily airbrushed. The Condé Nast-owned fashion magazine hired famed photographer Annie Leibovitz to snap images of the vice president, who was declared by the magazine to be, quote-unquote, the candidate of our times. Only rarely are individuals summoned for acts of national rescue, but in July, Vice President Kamala Harris received one of those calls, the fashion magazine wrote. The talk on social media, however, was how the magazine made the 59-year-old Harris appear younger, another ex-user opined. The airbrushing on Kamala's Vogue cover is heavy. An ex-user who identified themselves as Deplorable Rick posted an image of Harris which depicts what she really looks like. Others noted that the photo shoot took place on October 7th, the one-year anniversary of the Hamas terrorist attacks that killed 1,400 Israelis along the Gaza frontier. That same day, Harris claimed that Florida Governor Ron DeSantis wasn't taking her phone calls about offers to assist in recovery from Hurricane Milton and said DeSantis refused to take the call. The reason Kamala Harris was mostly MIA on the one-year anniversary of the October 7 slaughter kidnapping of Israelis is because she was doing a Vogue photo shoot, wrote journalist Julie Kelly. Brigitte Gabriel, a conservative commentator, wrote on X, "I don't know what's worse, A, the fact that Vogue is featuring Kamala Harris on their cover, or B, the fact that Kamala was MIA on October 7th because she was doing a photo shoot." The airbrushed images come hot on the heels of a fresh controversy surrounding CBS, which has come under fire for editing a 60-minute interview with Harris that critics said was a deliberate attempt to make her answer appear more coherent than the rambling response given in unedited footage.
I think she looks great. Shout out to the Vogue team. She looks great. I like the cover. I don't know. I don't see that it's heavily airbrushed. I think it's normal for a cover. I mean, if it was heavily airbrushed, it would be blur. Because I use airbrush a lot. I airbrush my pictures, so I know.
I think everybody airbrushes. Like everyone that does photo shoots airbrushes their pictures. But they were saying, okay, you know what? The problem with pictures is lighting and all of those things, they come into play, you understand? Yes. So sometimes, like, for example, cellulite. Let's talk about cellulite, right? When you're not in like a sunny area or whatever, your cellulite appears faded, like it's not as prominent as when you're in the sun. So, and then sometimes people will be like, no, the cellulite was airbrushed off or whatnot. So sometimes people take pictures of you in the sun and the cellulite looks really, really bad. And then sometimes the pictures are taken inside the house and now people are accusing others, no, they're photoshopping their pictures. And it's like you just don't understand that different conditions play a role in how pictures come out.
Also, she went for a photo shoot. Why do you expect her to look normal? It's a photo shoot.
For Vogue.
For Vogue.
For Vogue.
Duh.
Everybody.
Obviously, she's going to look different.
Do you know that even some of these like top models, I think it was Cindy Crawford, who said that I need you people to understand that we don't look like what we look like on magazine covers.
Exactly. Even we don't look like how we look like on TV.
She literally said that I wish I looked like the Cindy Crawford you people see on the magazine covers, because they cinch your waist, they enhance you and they bring you in and there's a lot that goes into
and that's
play.
The essence for a photo shoot.
Yeah.
To be enhanced. Yeah. That's why you wear makeup.
But
to
I
be
think
enhanced. Why would you want me to look normal?
To look normal. I'm not in normal circumstances. But I think the issue also comes from the fact that like people are upset that instead of helping out and commemorating that day, she was busy doing a photo shoot.
How do we know she didn't commemorate? Just because she wasn't there doesn't mean you're not commemorating.
But that's the thing. When you're running for president, you have to do things in the public eye so people can see.
Yeah.
You know, because now people are like, oh, okay, so you were too busy doing a Vogue photo shoot.
I understand that, but guys, let's just be easy on one another. Now, somebody who isn't easy, not just on a random person, but on their own sister. A woman has slammed her entitled sister for showing up at her wedding in a white lace dress ready to steal the spotlight. The 27-year-old explained how she asked all of her guests to avoid the color white on her big day, believing everyone would understand and accept this decision. However, she says her sister, who's 31, went out of all her way to cause a scene, showing up in a bridal gown, not just any white dress, bridal gown, in an attempt to ruin her wedding. She said, "My sister, who I have had a complicated relationship with, decided to test me in the worst way possible. We've never been close. She's always tried to one-up me. Even during family events, it's exhausting, but I figured she would at least behave on my wedding day." I guess you figured wrong. Months ago, when I sent out the dress code, I made it very clear that no one wears white but me. It wasn't negotiable. My sister gave me attitude about it, saying I was being insecure and that no one cares about tradition anymore. I told her that whether or not she agreed, she needed to respect it, but clearly my homegirl did not understand the assignment and still showed up in a bridal lace gown. Now, I would have not been angry if you just wore a normal white gown.
It's the fact that it's white
and
lace.
Bridal. That's another level of disrespect.
I've always said this: if you show up in white at my wedding, you are not getting in.
Don't wear white at people's wedding.
Don't, like, unless stated.
Yes, unless stated, yes.
I get that some brides like the fact that their bridesmaids also wear white dresses or cream dresses. But please do not wear anything that resembles white. Why are you trying to steal the moment from the bride?
And even if that's not your intention, it will always come across as though it's your intention.
Exactly.
You don't want us to misinterpret you.
Exactly.
Just don't wear white.
There
are so many colors. There's mauve, there's pink.
a lot of colors.
You can wear green
so
if you
colors.
want. Why are you wearing white?
And you know what? With colors, you don't even just get one yellow. You get 300 shades
you get
of yellow.
Mustard, you get this light yellow,
you
and
get
so forth.
Sunflower yellow. What? You can find a color to wear that is not white. Why are you wearing white to a person's wedding?
No,
my cousin, when she got married, specified, she's like, please do not wear white or any color close to white. That applies for cream, beige. Don't wear those colors. Just don't.
And you will see someone will show up. I'll just chase you out.
No,
Sorry.
honestly.
I'll just stand up from, the bridal stand or table. Then I'll come, excuse me. Or I'll just ask
Have bouncers.
I'll just ask the MC to announce, if anyone is wearing white in this building, please vacate the venue.
Not even, they start with, if anyone is wearing white, I'm talking to you, ma'am, please vacate the building. No, because honestly speaking, I saw this one clip where they surprised the bride with a flash mob, right?
Yeah.
And they're dancing. But the comments under that weren't even about the flash mob. They were about, but who's that woman wearing a white dress?
Exactly.
The bride had to come on and say, that is my mom. I specifically made her wear a white dress.
Okay.
And everyone was like, oh, but people were so upset.
Yeah, no, it's very disrespectful, colleagues. Even if you are a man, don't wear a black suit or a white suit. You can wear anything else. Wear a blue suit, wear a pink suit, all kinds of suit.
Just don't wear white
or black. Because a lot of men, they wear the black
or the white, yes. And while we're on that topic, please don't be proposing at other people's weddings. Don't.
Yes, please, it's also very rude. Why are you trying to steal the spotlight?
Imagine.
Why are you proposing at my wedding? You could have proposed in the morning, but you chose at my reception.
You waited.
Nah, fam.
Please don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't propose at other people's special events. Just don't. Be it weddings, birthdays, just don't.
Yeah.
Okay? But anyway, that brings us to the end of our top stories. We'll be right back with our interview segment.
Now I am joined in studio by the marketing and vendors organizer, Awala Tea Awala, at the Meat and Wine Festival. Good morning and welcome to Small the Coffee.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
I am a Herero, and you already know you had me at meat with this festival. You had me at meat. I didn't even need to know much. I was just like, there's going to be meat, so I'm going to be there. Can you tell us about the Meat and Wine Festival? And also, is it the first time that it's happening? Is this the first one?
Right, the Meat and Wine Festival, yes, it's the first time it's happening, according to us, from our side of things as event planners. Well, meat and Namibia, those two things fall in the same category all the time. That's what the world knows about us, at least one of the good things. And wine is something that we like, Moody and I, you know, the event organizers. And we thought, why can't we just fuse these two things together at one very, very nice venue, which was now Country Club that we chose.
I love that. I love that. What would you say sets apart this festival from other festivals? Not necessarily meat and wine festivals, but just other festivals.
Well, I can say it's probably the whole gourmet part of it, where it meets the wine, where gourmet meets wine, where you can chefs are showcasing what they do on a large platform, where you can taste foods as well, and we can call that pairing in a way.
Yeah, it's a beautiful pairing. And on that note, was it a conscious decision to combine the gourmet element, which is the meat in this, with the wine? And because wine and meat go well together, or what was the idea?
I think it's just the class that goes behind the wine tasting and also gourmet preparing of dishes. And of course, when you talk about meat, everybody loves meat.
Now, I do know that we don't want to get too much into like what the vendors that are going to showcase there and so forth. But maybe you just mention one or two that we can look forward to.
One of our closest vendors that we will be having on board are Dulce and Kapana. And Oyetu Foods is a friend of mine who prepares Tanzanian dishes.
I love that. I love that. So we're not only going to have local cuisine there, we're also going to have a more a feel that incorporates almost everybody, like on an international level.
Correct.
Can you highlight some of the key things that this festival will do in terms of collaborating with the local local wine producers and also the meat producers? Because I'm a Herero, we are cattle producers, and we know we produce the beef. So I'm quite excited for such a festival, you know. So can you mention some of the key factors of why you guys did this and why it's important to do something like this?
I think the most important factor why we're doing this is because, number one, we are real estate agents by profession, and networking is everything in Namibia. So unless we all get to meet at one place and discuss the one thing we are all interested in at that time, I feel we won't really go far. So that's why we created this niche event just for networking mainly. And at the end of the day, all the vendors and everyone that comes there will leave with each other's cards, and they will all know what each other, or what they do, or what services all of them offer.
I know where I can go sell my goats.
100%. Whether it's in terms of hospitality also,
yes.
We've got a team that's coming on there. It's called Prosperate Hospitality School. So they'll be coming to showcase what they do in the space of hospitality in terms of catering, serving. They also have gourmet chefs, etc., etc. So
it does feel like you guys are hitting the ground running. This is your first one, and I feel like you have big names on board already, and it feels like it's going to be very, very big. Is that what you guys were expecting, or you are sort of surprised at the turnout?
to be honest, we are big, and you should believe we are big all the time.
I love that.
No matter what you do.
I love that. What does the festival, how does the festival promote sustainability, especially in terms of local sourcing and environmental impact?
Okay, in terms of that, probably the choice of venue that we had chosen in this instance. Other than that, well, supporting local, everything is good about supporting local, because we sort of handpicked our vendors, so we could create a very diverse sort of setup. So we didn't just choose one type of person. We went and chose someone who makes traditional foods. Some people who are really good with the gourmet dishes, preparing them, that presentation looks good. And of course your kapana and then your other types of foods combination. Some people are bringing platters. And we've got restaurants sitting up there as well.
I love that. Now, aside from the food and wine that everybody is looking forward to, I'm looking forward to the meat especially, what other forms of entertainment can attendees look forward to?
Okay. Well, what complements an event like this is just, to me, it's music. Music. We'll be having some DJs. We'll be releasing their names very soon this week on board. And we're going to be having an artist as well, an artist as in a painter, who will be showcasing what he does as well, and he'll be auctioning a painting that will complement the event at the end of the night.
So we're going to have somebody who's going to live paint at the event. Wow, that is so big and also very diverse. You know, like I don't think I've gone to a festival and seen that.
100%.
I love that. Now, how do you foresee the festival evolving over the coming years? I know this is your first year right now.
Yes, that's a good question. The way I see it, right? For now, it's a very niche, close-knitted type of event. But the way I see it in future is we're going to need a bigger field and incorporate as many more people from different towns, different regions as well, so we can showcase what happens in Namibia as a whole in Windhoek. And probably take it out of Windhoek as well, the bigger we grow.
Maybe it doesn't need to be a Windhoek activity, can be maybe a coastal town activity
100%.
and so forth. For young entrepreneurs out there watching this and seeing what you're doing, on the first run, which is quite big, what advice do you have for them?
First thing, plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Choose the right team to work with all the time, a dedicated team that you can bump heads with, grow and get things done. And lastly, always have your connections right. Yes.
I love that. Well, you heard it from the man himself. Of course, you will be seeing me at the festival. Can we go through the dates again, actually? It's the
26th of October.
26th of October. So I'm definitely going to be there enjoying my red meat with a good glass of wine. And obviously, you guys should make yourself all the way there. And maybe you get a chance to chat with me. We'll be right back after this.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
As we said earlier, all good things must come to an end. Yeah. It's been a fun 24 minutes that we've taken you through. I think we enjoyed it. We do hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed bringing the show.
It was a good show overall.
It was a good show overall.
I think we had good stories. Good show.
Smell the Coffee always has interesting stories. Well done, girl.
Shout out,
we
girl.
did good. We did good, Sweerie. You're doing amazing, Sweerie. But anyway, we'll be back again tomorrow. Same time, same place. From Diana Master and Aina Raizalquea, your two women crushes. Do have yourselves a fantastic, beautiful, warm, and welcoming Wednesday.